So my latest project, someone gave me this rack, and I'm trying to solve two problems in my shop: storage and wall space to hang tools. So I'm making this wall out of tongue and groove boards. They're 5/8 thick, 4 inches wide. Made a frame, attached these pieces on the wall, on the frame, attach that to the side of this metal rack. Now I'm going to do the back of the rack. I'm just going to put some of the tongue and groove boards on. It's going to be too heavy to carry, so I'm just going to do half of them. Now I'm going to screw the side in, and then I'm going to set the frame in and attach the frame to the side panel with some screws. And I'm going to attach that to the rack. Now I'm going to add the rest of the tongue groove boards. These are 95 inches tall. And the panel's about 60 inches wide. So I'm cutting the pieces. I keep measuring to make sure that I got them even. I got the same amount remaining. I was looking at from the other side. Make sure it's flush with the top. I'm putting the final pieces in. I got to cut the last strip to fit in to balance it off so it's centered on there. And then I realized, I cut the tongue off when I wanted to cut the groove off. So, oh darn, I got to go cut another piece. So I measure that, go rip the other piece on the table saw, I'll come back, and I'm going to put some staples in to put this last piece on there. So now I've got the whole thing done. Now I'm going to add some different pieces that I have. I'm going to put a French cleat on the wall, on the side, and I already had these existing cabinets that were just sitting on a countertop space, so I freed up a lot of countertop space in doing this. I'm going to hang the first cabinet, and then these are just my quick grip cabinets or clamps that are going to fit inside here. And then I've got an assortment of micro jig clamps and some Festool clamps. And I'm purposely offsetting these so I'll have a little shelf space to put things on also. And these cabinets were all made different times. They're all different sizes. They're pretty much just made to fit the clamps that I had. So the micro jig clamps, I put a dovetail slot on the top. The Festool ones, I just put a dado, but I had to put a piece underneath to catch them so they wouldn't fall because they wouldn't fit in the dovetail. So far I'm liking the look of this, and it definitely freed up a lot of countertop space. Set some hand planes there. Not sure if that's going to be there or not. I have another cabinet to put those in, and this didn't hold all of them, so it's probably not the home for them. And again, this is the end of the cabinet or the storage shelf unit. So here I could put some bottles of glues and some hand screw clamps that I had in those spaces, and I have some longer clamps. So now I'm going to do the back side. One of my students made me this sign a few years ago. I've got some woodpecker squares that I'm going to put on this wall. So the goal is to have a workbench in front where I have clamps and squares and things that I need, so I'm not walking all over the shop looking for what to grab to help glue cabinets together. So if I could have the clamps and the squares and the glue stuff all related and put together is my goal. Just another look at the side in view of that cabinet. This is the Festool clamps. Put the balls of glue on the end instead of the hand planes. On the bottom here, this was a rack that I had that was double-sided, and these are just some clamps from Harbor Freight that I got real cheap. So I ripped this rack in half, and then I put a hanging strip on it and screwed that to it. So It used to be 10 inches wide. Now it's 5 inches deep on each side. It's about 10 inches wide. And this I have a whole bunch of these clamps, so I'll be able to fill in the space. It's nice having all the related things together on here. This wall, so I'm not walking all over the shop looking for stuff. Well, thank you for watching. If you like these videos, please like and subscribe.